came with those rules and regulations, and they also came with evidence to prove their prophethood. Some of the evidences that they've come with would range, so depending on the time and the place. We would say some of the evidences of the Quran is that the Quran is inimitable, it can't be replicated, is that it's preserved, it's the only preserved religious document, religious text is the only preserved one of all of the religious texts, is that it has no contradiction in it. And that's one of the challenges of the Quran. And also that no one is capable of producing, and we've said this before with inimitability challenge, anything like the Quran. In addition to that, there are other things like predictions it makes of the future. I mean, the Prophet practically predicted, I would say the majority of countries that are Muslim now, he predicted that they would be Muslim.
Okay.
Right? So these predictions and this kind of system of falsification that the Quran has created for itself, we would say acts as an evidence to show that in fact it is the creator that created the universe, that is in fact in communication with human being, and who wants a human being to believe in him as a result of these evidences. So, does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay, so
I can understand that.
So, would you like to become Muslim?
That's what it was leading of the argument. I liked the whole mysterious of not knowing.
There's also things we don't know. Yeah.
I would hate to bind myself to one, because at the end of the day, you've got a Christian over there. You've got other.
I was just like 3 weeks ago. I found my answers. I just had to look.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of answers in other religious.
It contradicts itself. There's no proof and there's no evidence. The Quran, Islam has all.
But wouldn't they argue that against the Quran as well?
But trust me, I was the most. I wasn't even accept being called atheist. I didn't want a label. That's how extreme I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I allowed myself to look into a religion, when I saw that it's answering my when I saw that it's answering my unanswered questions, I was like, wow. I was like, it's been here. I'm 21 years old. I was like, it's been here my whole life. It's been in front of me my whole life. Why didn't I just look into it? You know why? Things like the media. I've never been for the media anyway. I'm that guy that looked into conspiracy theories, the universe, this, that. And then you know what? When I saw that Islam has my answers, I was like, I never had a reason not to believe, and it made sense to me.
And I appreciate it, but I've actually looked into other religions as well. I haven't specifically gone to Islam in too deep. I have a lot of Muslim friends, and we talk about it. But I have gone to Christian church. I've gone to other places, and I do look. I see what the opinion is, because I am interested.
What question do you have? What unanswered questions do you have? What's one of your unanswered questions?
I have so many. Honestly, there is so many. You couldn't even.
Not even 3 weeks ago. About 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I had tons.
But I think if those questions were answered, my life would have to go into a specific direction.
Let me tell you,
because I would have the answer. It would go into
let me tell you something now. You don't believe in nothing, yeah? Okay, basically.
I like it open-ended. So it's not like I don't think nothing is out there.
True, but
I like to think that something could be out there.
Yeah, that's.
Right?
I've seen that you are open-minded, man. I've seen that. I really like that.
Something could also
believing in nothing means you don't believe in yourself. Hence why you have no reason to live.
Yeah,
hence
and that is why a lot of atheists and a lot of other people go into heavy depression. And that's also why a lot of people, when they're looking and they're almost, they're near death, they're going through a near death experience, they also look to religion, because it gives them the answers to give them purpose and well-being. I really do appreciate it. I really do understand it. Like I said, I've been to other religions as well. I think we are all unique in the way that we think.
I've bounced from, I looked into Buddhism, I've looked into Christianity, I looked into what the Hindus believe in. Do you know what I mean? Like Ganesh.
I've gone even further back than that. You've got Greek mythology, you've got Roman mythology, and it's all fascinating to me, and Islam is one of those things that I would look into even more. And
I'll give you my number, man.
Sure, but I like the way that you've come about the way you're understanding. You haven't gone into it in a blind. And
Aiden. And you know what, brother? Because I'm open-minded, and then I was like, I had this ideology that everyone who's Muslim, I was like, they're close-minded. However, when I listened to brothers like Mohammed and I saw how he talks about the universe, I was like, wow, that's my understanding. I was like, this guy thinks the same of me and the universe. And then when he started, when he combined religion with the ideologies of the universe, it started making sense to me, which gave me the motivation to look into Islam. And then when I looked into Islam, it made sense to me. And you know what made me, like Brother Muhammad was saying, what made me accept and believe it was the fact that you can't write a verse like it, and till to this day it's impossible. For me, that is one thing. That's the only thing. That's enough, because they say nothing is impossible. That's impossible. Do you get what I'm coming from?
Yeah, there's a lot of.
So that was like one. And then like stuff like Christianity, like Prophet Muhammad, the chain of narration. From him, it lead into from there to there. You Google it, you see it. That was like 2. Wow. I was living. I don't want to talk about it. I wasn't living a good life. Now when I looked into Islam, it teaches us how to. It goes in depth to how we wash our hands, how to. After we do our number 2, how to clean that. It even goes into fine details, sorry for saying, but how to pleasure our women. Well, I was like, wow. I was like, this is a way of life. I was like, this is so beautiful. I was like, why have I not looked into this before? I was like, I wish I looked into it years ago. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, that's right, man.
And do you know what I mean? And once
when he said I had to pleasure women, you started smiling, huh?
Yeah.
I like that saying.
I'm telling you, the
let
detail.
me put my number.
Yeah, let me. Alright.
But the detail is amazing. And you know what? It's just
You do a bit of boxing yourself?
kickboxing. Yeah, man. I was a mixed martial artist. I'm looking to get back into it next year.
Yeah.
Last time I fought was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Had the injury, semi-professional. Where do you train?
Fight Zone in Bethnal
Fight
Green.
Zone.
Yeah.
Bethnal Green. Also, is Jeremy Petley the coach? Jeremy Petley.
No. It's a Muay Thai coach. So it's
Muay Thai coach.
Jose Varela.
Jose Varela. Yeah.
Listen, you've got my number. If you need anything, let me know, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been good, man. Maybe we'll do some training one day, man.